Hey guys, I'm back with another monthly anime item, and today it's the sort of Halloween special. As you see, I'm a little late on making a video, and I think that's why so many cobwebs are here. But today we're going to be looking at the Bandai Namco Rei Ayanami from Neon Genesis Evangelion. I got this figure from a anime store in a mall, and it was about $50. So, it looks nice. I'm really liking the packaging here. And let's just get right into it. So, before we move on to the figure itself, I just want to point out that the packaging here is pretty great. So, in the back of the background there, you can see one of the power lines there. But another thing that I noticed is that on the kind of sides of the packaging here, there's these black lines which, unless I'm looking into this too much, I believe signify Rei Ayanami's white plug suit with black lines. So, as you can see here, it has a nice stand here that says 2020 Evangelion. I really like that. It looks very nice. It's totally flat here. It has a kind of frosted plastic look to it. And now, getting to the point of why all of you are here, the actual figure itself. Okay, I think this looks very good. I like how it looks. Has a very nice look to it. The sculpting is very nice. I think they got the face pretty good here. The paint here looks all around very nice. I don't see really any paint bleeding. I do notice a little bit on the side there. It looks like there's a little bit of a mess up, but really, I think my main complaint about this so far is just how the transition from the torso to the upper thigh area and inner thigh. The torso has a bit of a different white color to it. It more so looks like an eggshell white, while going to the sides look like it's a snow white almost. It almost looks like there's dirt there, and just paint scrapes there and stuff, even though this is a brand new figure. And there is some paint mark scratches on the foot, which I should be able to take off with maybe some rubbing alcohol on there. But overall, the figure looks great. I really like it. From afar, it looks great, I think. But when you really get close up and you start to nitpick at that's when some of the flaws come, and you know, you can see some of the flaws. And now having the figure on the stand, I think it looks very nice. This is a very simple figure. It doesn't have anything super complex about it or anything. It's Rei Ayanami in a very classic pose. I will say, it's not the best looking figure ever. I mean, compared to the Sega working figure, which I reviewed quite a while back, it's kind of odd, the quality of that one compared to this one. The Sega Workings figure has good detail and good sculpting altogether, and it's very simplistic, but it really gets the job done while looking very good and being very cost effective, and also half the price of this figure, actually, while being not as tall, but about same in the size comparison. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about this figure. I do think it looks very good, and of course comparing it to the Sega working figure, it isn't a great comparison because this has a lot more detail altogether on it, but you're also of course paying for the brand, Evagelion, you know? It's a brand that does put out quite a bit of merchandise, I will say, and I really like it though. I really like the Evagelion merchandise, of course. I mean, I have an Ava Unit 1 right here. This is a model kit here, which I'll do a video on at some other point. But yeah, I mean, I love this too. Really, I will say, Neon Genesis Evangelion is my favorite anime, definitely, and just favorite show in general. But yeah, this figure, I like it. $50 is higher on the prices that we've looked at on this channel. I mean, it's not as high as the 2B action figure, which, if you'd like to see that video, it'll be right up there. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I think it has quite a bit of detail in it. Has some folds at the shoe, like, unless that's a mistake. I'm pretty sure that's on purpose. And it has a lot of good little details too. And that's just kind of the shame of it, is because a lot of times with these cheaper figures that you get from afar, they look great and everything, and when you start to get closer up to them, they can look not as great, or they keep them so simplistic that when you get closer, there's nothing really to look at on there, and it keeps the cost down and all that. But with this figure, you want to get close up and look at some of these parts, and some of the areas on here when you get close up look gorgeous, but other parts of it don't look nearly as good. So it's definitely kind of I think it is worth the $50, and I think you could maybe touch up this figure a little bit. I think it looks great. I think the little communicators up here are perfectly painted. They look great, and because it's just those small details that are done so well on this figure, and other details that aren't done so well, because you can see the seam lines quite a bit on this figure, sadly. But I wouldn't really blame the upper and inner thigh seam line, because that was also in the show, but mainly it's the one going from the foot all the way up to the thigh about. That's mainly the type of seam lines that I'm talking about that don't look that great. But besides all those nitpicks, really, it's a great looking figure. It looks perfect, pretty much. It's about a good $50 figure, I'd say. So, if you would like to buy this figure, yeah, there should be links in the description below where you can find links to websites to buy this on. But this has been the Halloween special, and I'll see you guys next time.